Hi there, I'm Janette Lane, a craft designer at CraftStash, and in today's video, I'm bringing you an unboxing, setup, and demonstration of the prettiest die cutting machine I have ever seen. Oh my goodness. We are so excited about Jane Davenport's Deep Sea die cutting and embossing machine from Spellbinders. Now, if you're not familiar with Jane Davenport, she's an amazing artist and best-selling author, and she has her own brand line, Jane Davenport brand line of tools and mixed media supplies, and now she has her own die cutting machine and also dies as well, which are available on the CraftStash website. Okay, so let's get to the unboxing. I haven't actually seen the machine yet in person. I've only seen pictures of it, but from what I've heard, it's more striking. The colors are more striking and vibrant in person, so I'm really excited about that. So let me switch to the top-down camera so you can see me unboxing everything. So here's what you can see as soon as you open the box. Now, the special thing about this machine is that it's Jane's version of the Spellbinder Platinum 6 machine, but in a striking blue color, which I've heard Jane describe as Bobby Blue. And so it features her signature artwork all around, and it's definitely a conversation starter if you're gonna have this in your craft room for all your crafting craft room visitors. But yeah, I can't wait. Let's see what's in here. So we've got this package, and we'll just open it, and this looks like the platforms, the cutting platforms, and the user manual. Yep, so we've got the user manual, which you should never toss because it has the directions for how to set up your machine, and also the combination sandwiches for the platform, the platform sandwiches that you'll need for embossing and die cutting. And because this is a collaboration with Spellbinders, so basically this machine is Jane's version of the Spellbinder Platinum 6 machine. We know that Spellbinders has quality products. You know, they're very durable and powerful, and you never go wrong as far as, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a consistently good quality brand. And so, yeah, look at these. Yay! So we've got an embossing plate. So, I'm sorry, lost my train of thought because I'm mesmerized by the blue handle that I'm seeing here peeking out. But yeah, you know, like Spellbinders is just a consistently good brand. And so just having this collaboration with Jane Davenport, it's just a win-win situation for everyone involved. All right, so here we have this purple embossing plate. And then we have this rubber mat, which I think is for embossing. I'm not sure, I gotta look at these sandwiches here. And then we have two hot pink cutting pads. And then we have the platform. And it has the embossing and die cutting sandwiches printed on here, so that's super duper helpful. I'm also gonna move this, actually, let's put this aside. That's the handle for our machine. Got some foam, got some cardboard. Ooh, it's wrapped. I don't know why I was thinking it was not gonna be wrapped in plastic. I'm not sure why I thought that. All right, so I'm gonna set the box aside along with the packaging, so it's not distracting you. I throw it on the ground. Sorry for that loud thump, thud. All right, so we're going to pull our machine out of here. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Look at that artwork. I'm gonna have to show you this on the close-up camera. It's so beautiful. Wow. Okay, yeah. You have to see this in person to really appreciate it. Let me switch to the close-up camera so that you can see this gorgeous artwork on the front, all these beautiful mermaids. So right away you'll notice that color, and I do recommend that you look at the picture on the listing because my camera is showing it as, it has more of a green tinge to it. So it's more teal than blue as it's showing up on the camera. I'm not sure why it's doing that, so I do apologize. So yeah, the picture on the website is more accurate. So I will make sure to have that link for you in the video description. And so here we see those beautiful mermaids up close in true to the deep sea deep sea theme, die cutting, the deep sea theme of this embossing and die cutting machine. Oh, it's beautiful. Wow. Okay, and I'm gonna flip it around because it goes, the artwork is not just on the front, it's also on the back. So there it is. There's the back side of the machine. And on the top it says, take a deep breath. And I love how the artwork just wraps all the way around Very nice. Oh, well done, Spellbinders and Jane Davenport. Just looking at it, like I'm just so inspired right now. And then the handle there, you see that little mermaid kind of scale. What, mermaid fin scales? Yeah, that's what I'm calling it. And then that pops up. So nice. I really love this one over here. Actually, I can't decide which mermaid on here is my favorite, but this one right there. I don't know, she's just extra beautiful. All right, so let's set this machine up. Let's put the handle on, and I think I'm gonna keep it on this close-up cam just so you can see it better. All right, kind of angle it there. So we need to attach the handle with our little Allen wrench and little screws that are provided. And I should probably read the manual. Yeah, let's check out the manual to make sure that I put the screws in right, because there's nothing, yeah, you just want to make sure that you put the screws in right, because you don't want your handle to go flying off when you're die cutting. Slide washer onto screw and place both inside the handle. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna open this up. I see the washer now. All right. So there's our little washer, and then we have the screw and the Allen wrench, and then our handle. And it matches the handle on the top of the machine. And then we also have this little blue rubber piece here, which you might have seen fly off the handle. I don't know if you saw that. That's so punny. No pun intended. Sorry, guys. This video just took a turn for the worst. All right, so we have this little rubber piece here, and that's to cover our screw once we put that in. Okay, so my screw is in place, and now I'm just going to use my Allen wrench and turn the screw clockwise. And I'm just gonna keep turning until I feel it tighten. So the screw is tightened, and you don't want to toss your Allen wrench, because maybe after a year or so, sometimes the screw just gets a little bit loose, and so you want to tighten it ever so often. And then we're just gonna pop our little plastic cover piece, just slide it in there. Okay, it's secure and our machine is set up. Okay, so here is what our machine looks like now with the handle. And I love how the handles coordinate each other with those mermaid scales. So pretty. All right, so let's get to die cutting. Now, to open up your machine, all you want to do is just pull these two platforms down, and they are secure. And then we can rotate this. You can either, if you're a lefty, you can do this. If you feel more comfortable as a righty die cutter, right-handed die cutter, then you can turn the machine this way. Either way, it's up to you. Now, before I move on to showing you how to die cut with the Jane Davenport die cutting machine, I wanted to mention that the platform width is 6 inches, so that will accommodate your dies and embossing folders that are up to 6 inches wide. But if you want something a little bigger, then the other option is the Spellbinders Platinum machine, and I happen to have one here, so I just wanted to show you the difference, the comparison in sizes. So let me get the top-down camera so that you can see the width size difference for the platform. And this one is for A4 sized paper up to A4 sized cardstock, and dies that are up to 9 inches wide. So there you can see the clear difference in the size, but they're both collapsible. And when you close up the platforms, they actually don't take up too much room. Okay, so here's our machine ready to go. And again, all I did was just open up these platforms here, and that's it. And we have our pads here, our cutting pads, embossing pads, and all sorts. And for our dies today, I'm going to be working with the Card Making Magic by Christina Griffith's dies. So this is the Nesting Pennants Bunting die set. And then we have the Layered Butterflies die set, and these are both wafer thin dies. I also have this steel rule die, and this is Essential Shapes. This is a Sizzix die, so this is not Spellbinders. They are not the same company. They are not sister companies. They're completely separate. And so this is a steel wool die. So I'm going to try it out on the Jane Davenport machine to see if it cuts. So here I have my cardstock, and I also have some felt because I wanted to see if it could cut through some thicker materials as well. All right, so let's get this set up. All right, so I'm gonna be cutting the butterflies first. So what I'm gonna need is the platform, and then I need a cutting pad, and then my piece of cardstock. And here I just have some blue cardstock. And then let's go with the, sorry, let me move this out of the way. Let's go with the butterflies. Okay, so I'm arranging my dies on my cardstock and they are blade side down, and then I have another cutting pad on top. I should probably secure these dies with some washi tape, but I'm gonna be very careful. There we go, very careful as I put this through the Jane Davenport Deep Sea Die Cutting and Embossing Machine. All right, here we go. So all we do is just turn the handle, and I can hear it cutting. If I want to hold on to the handle here, I guess you can as well, so that is retractable. But otherwise, you just hold this in place and then roll that through. Ooh, oh, whoops. Just dropped pretty much all my dies on the floor. All right, so that cut real nicely. Well done, Jane Davenport and Spellbinders. Very nice. Okay, so there we have our little die cuts. And then I wanted to try to die cut the felt as well with a wafer thin die. So I'm gonna use these outline dies. Let me clear off all this fallout. So here I have some felt, so I'm gonna go with the green and my outline butterfly dies. And then I can put my other cutting pad on top. So again, sorry, the sandwich for wafer thin dies is the base platform, a cutting pad, your material to be cut, your die, and another cutting pad on top. Let's see how this goes. Okay, that did a really nice job, but sometimes wafer thin dies don't cut through felt just because it's a little bit thicker material, but look, very nice cutting action. And now let's move on. Okay, so we've cut our felt with our wafer thin dies, and I want to try this one. And I think it's the same sandwich. So what we're gonna do, sorry, minus the platform. So it's gonna be your cutting pad, the steel rule die. Let's cut this felt again. Yeah, let's do the felt. Let's cut this felt up. So I'm just going to cut that there. I'm just gonna fold my felt in half so I can get 2 butterflies at once. Now for our steel rule die sandwich, we have the cutting pad, the steel rule die, our material to be cut, and then another cutting pad. Okay, and there we have our 2 die cut butterflies. And what I love about steel rule dies is that you can die cut thicker materials and multiple layers. So you can cut multiple layers of fabric, multiple layers of felt. You can cut thicker materials like leather or cardboard or grunge board, all sorts. I hope that you enjoyed this unboxing and demonstration of the Jane Davenport Deep Sea Die Cutting and Embossing Machine from Spellbinders. It's seriously the most beautiful die cutting machine I've ever seen. I've included a link to the machine on the CraftStash website in the video description, so if you'd like to check out more details on that, you can click there, head over to the CraftStash website, and that's craftstash.co.uk. I'm Janette Lane for CraftStash, and I'll see you in a video real soon.